what I've done is I've created a couple of files along here. This is a 500 meg file that's in SharePoint that's in Sydney. And what I've done is I've dialed up my, my WAN simulator to see at 25 megabits per second and 10 milliseconds of latency on each side. So that's 20 milliseconds of latency. And 25 megabits per second. So if I just go back across to my SharePoint site, what I'll do is I'll click on this 500 meg file. Whoops. Let's go back. I'll click on this 500 meg file and I'll just go and download it. And what we'll see is how long it's taking to download that 500 meg file. This is warm, so it's seen this before. You can see it took somewhere in the vicinity of, 10, 12 seconds to download that, that file, right? Which is a 500 meg file out of SharePoint online in Sydney, so part of the Office 365 suite.
So that's optimized.
That is optimized, yeah. Right? And it has seen that file before. So what I'll do now is I'll get a temporary reduction, disconnection from the network as I switch across my Ethernet cable, and I'll
let Con know when he's back. So just wait for his connection to reestablish. Okay, looks like you're coming back.
Yep. Okay. So now I'm in a unoptimized connection. So just start up that SharePoint thing again, make sure I've got connections. And I'll click the same 500 meg download file. And I'll just download that again. And now what you'll see is it'll take around about three and a half minutes to download that file, that same file, one being optimized and one not being optimized through the LightningFlow infrastructure that we have running here, right? Now, what does that mean, right? So it's fine to say one's going to take 2.5 minutes, the other one's going to take 10 seconds. But the really important thing, while this is downloading, I'll just switch across to my WAN simulator again, and we'll see the amount of traffic that's sort of coming through, right? So we can see now that we're pumping that link as fast as we possibly can at 22, 23, 24 megabits per second. Over here, which is where I was running with the WAN simulator, with the optimized, there's hardly any bandwidth going across. Here we're seeing all the bandwidth being consumed. So what does that mean? Again, from a financial perspective, it means that you are using less of the network. So particularly if you're running satellite type connections or where you're being charged on a per byte basis or per megabyte or per gigabyte basis, we're able to reduce that, that down significantly. So when I have a look at my sort of optimization technology, actually that's not the one I want. I want my reports, I want my traffic summary. And what you're seeing is a reduction of around about 89%. Okay, so what would have been 7.6 gigabytes is actually 833 megabytes. To illustrate this from another perspective, which was the LightningFlow server is also doing a whole lot of replication of storage. So the way this has been set up, when something is written to the servers here, that data is actually being replicated into Azure and being optimized as part of that process, right?
Yeah. So from a cloud cost perspective, there's again a huge benefit, because the cloud vendors are charging you ingress and egress data charges. There's also obviously a financial benefit because you can do a fair chunk of your compute on the LightningFlow device. It's very, very well specified.
Can I just also add, this is a statistics coming out of the Azure Steelhead. So the Azure part of the LightningFlow solution, and all we're doing is we're replicating this this traffic. So what would have been 13.6 gigabytes is actually 3 gigabytes? I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can see a reduction of about 75% of traffic, and on ingress and egress charges, that's significant. So if you want to pull that data and start to do some analytics on it, each time you pull that out of Azure, for example, or AWS, there is significant cost in pulling that data out because of the per byte sort of charges that you get charged out of these cloud services. So we're going to be, it significantly reduces all of those costs, as well as the benefit of being, huge performance improvements.